Hi Sagittarius and welcome to Faylight Tarot. This video is for your wellness check-in for the next 4 weeks, that time period being from late November through to mid-December. So as per usual, I have cleansed and pre-shuffled my cards so that I can take my time over that and I don't have to waste any of yours. Now, as any tarot reader will tell you, there are a lot of you out there, so take what resonates with you and leave behind what doesn't. And if nothing resonates with you, then that's okay. It's just not the reading for you. You can try again next time. But should you like what you see in here today, then please, by all means, do hit the like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And you will be alerted to your next reading, which is your general reading. Okay. So first of all, I do want to apologise for these wellness readings not coming out earlier. I wanted to take care of my own wellness for a little while. I didn't feel that it was appropriate for me to do these readings until I got my ducks in a row. So here I am. Also, I've changed the way that I look at the cards for this spread. For example, for the top card there, instead of the outcome being for how can I better manage my duties and responsibilities, it's your strengths, because I feel that that's a bit more constructive to this nature of reading. So, Sagittarius, let's take a little look and see what's happening for you. So the current energy that you're putting out to the world right now is the 10 of Wands. So maybe you're feeling a bit exhausted, overburdened. Let's have a look. Tell me about the 10 of Wands for Sagittarius, please. Tell me about the 10 of Wands for Sagittarius. Oh, take a look at that as well later. Okay, so we have the Nine of Pentacles, we have the Queen of Swords, the Three of Pentacles, we've got the Chariot on its side, and we've also got the King of Pentacles here. Okay, so quite a fair amount of Pentacles here. So I'm wondering if there's something with you. Are you struggling to see the value in something, maybe yourself or your actions? Maybe there's just a little bit too much focus on finances for you as well. Maybe you're a bit worried about something to do with that. So I feel that the Nine of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, and the Three of Pentacles that we have here, it's almost like you have, or at least you either have or you desire to have the ability to enjoy your comforts, to enjoy the little luxuries. Now, there's something that seems to be stopping you from doing that, and I think it's involving perhaps whatever group work that you're involved with. Now, that could be to do with business, it could be with a hobby group or something that you work with other people towards to create something. So the question there is, with the Queen of Swords, is for you to maybe be able to have a really good think about what are your duties, what are your responsibilities. Are you taking on more than what you really need to, and that's what's stopping you from enjoying these comforts, or what's enjoying you from enjoying your free time? Maybe that's something that you have to discuss with this group. But for some reason, because you have the Chariot on its side, maybe you feel not strong enough to be able to speak out. Maybe you're quite shy about that, or you don't want to put a spanner in the works. And the reason why I'm saying that is because you have the King of Pentacles here as well. So it's almost like you're not wanting to make waves, because that means putting yourself forward and admitting that you're needing to take a step back. You want to enjoy your life a little bit more. And the reason why I think that that's quite difficult for you is because of the King of Pentacles there. You are the person that provides. you're the person that has stability, the groundedness. Or it could also be that perhaps this energy from the King of Pentacles comes from somebody else, and that's what's stopping you from doing it, because they have that authority, or what you perceive as authority. Maybe even a little bit intimidated by it. Let's have a look at the bottom of the deck for the subconscious and the hidden. Okay, we have the Fool card, we have the Tower, we have the Hermit, the Five of Swords. We've also got the Hanged Man. So I feel that, like, maybe you feel that your freedom is at expense here. You don't have the opportunity to go and pick up and just do whatever it is that you want to do. Because there's an uncertainty that's centered around that as well. And I think that comes from this here, the non-committed energy to that Chariot being on its side there. That you're not committed enough to stand your ground and speak about how you're feeling, but at the same time, you're not in the reverse where you're just willing to lay over and take it. Now I feel that with that uncertainty, it's almost like, is there a concern that if you were to voice this, then it would all come collapsing down? Because you're not as central to how this all plays out. Now, what is nice is that the Hermit is here with the Five of Swords to actually ask you, what is the wisdom in that all or nothing attitude? Or belief, rather. Is it as black and white as that? What about the grey area? Because the Hermit here, he guides people from the darkness into the light through the light source within his lantern there being the star. So what about your wishes? And I feel that the Hanged Man is asking you to maybe have a change of perspective of that and figure out, where does that come from? How much of what you think is true and how much of it comes from the past, the traumas that you have from the past. What is being neglected or forgotten for you, Sagittarius, is the Wheel of Fortune. I'm not taking them because they just fell. The Wheel of Fortune is being neglected and forgotten. So your turn, basically, is being neglected and forgotten. And in a nutshell, that kind of, it's the same sentiment that I say in quite a fair amount of my readings, is at what cost? So you're doing this and you're super reliable and so on, and you're an integral part of the machine, but at what cost? Tell me about the Wheel of Fortune for Sagittarius, please. Tell me about the Wheel of Fortune for Sagittarius. What do you have for me? Thank you. Any messages? That's all I'm getting? Fair enough. Oh, okay. Trying to be neater in where I'm placing my cards as well, because I tend to just pop them wherever. Right, we have the Knight of Swords, we have the Eight of Wands, and we have the Five of Pentacles here. Okay. So it's not that there isn't a desire within you to go and do things and to go and learn things, to even go traveling and whatnot. It is a pretty fierce desire in you, because you feel that that's what you're meant to do. That's something that you're supposed to do. Maybe you feel that it's unlucky timing as well. The timing isn't right. There's no avenue for you to explore this. And also with the Five of Pentacles here, there's almost a suggestion of guilt that comes with, if you were to go off and do the things that you find intellectually stimulating and learn new things, even go on a course or that type, or to go traveling. If you were to do that, then that means that there is some sort of a displacement or poverty that comes with that. And I don't feel that that's from you. I feel that that's how you view your position. It's almost like, do you have a feeling within you, Sagittarius, that if you were to go and explore these things that you want to explore, that there's an element of selfishness in that for you? And if that's the case, then why? I would like you to think about that. Because at the bottom of the deck, you have the Seven of Wands, you've got the Knight of Pentacles, the Eight of Swords, and you've also got the Ace of Wands here, followed by the Nine of Wands. So there is a defensiveness there about it. Perhaps with the Knight of Pentacles, you need to be seen as that person who is reliable and dependable, that person that people can come to if they're in need of something. Don't worry about it, Sagittarius will get it for you. And you don't know how to get out of that path with the Eight of Swords. The thing about the Eight of Swords is that she can navigate her way through that landscape of swords quite easily if she was to just take off the blindfold and to remove the bindings. The power is on her to do that. And I understand how difficult that can be, but being aware of that is the first step, because there is so much opportunity around you, possibly even a new job around you. But all of these things that you want to do, what they'll do is they feed into your vitality, your creativity, your fire, your drive. But the Nine of Wands is suggesting that there's something about boundaries. That defensiveness, that hiding behind the wall of wands. Now, what area of your life is too full? Unsurprisingly, it's the Three of Pentacles, which is other people. Other people. Tell me about the Three of Pentacles for Sagittarius, please. Tell me about the Three of Pentacles for Sagittarius. Oh, right, we'll see that in a second. Okay, so we have the Ten of Swords, we have the Six of Cups, we have the Knight of Pentacles again, we have the Moon card, and we've also got the Seven of Cups here. Okay. So yes, I feel there's an absolute energy here about how much you do for other people. And quite clearly with the Ten of Swords there is that message of, look, that's got to come to an end for you. It has to come to an end for you. So where does it come from? This sense of obligation with the Knight of Pentacles here. It comes from your past, quite honestly. Maybe have a real think about what, it doesn't have to be a definitive moment, but if you think about the situation from the past that have led you to the area where you're in right now, then that's a cycle. What is the nature of that cycle? Where does it come from? Can you break the cycle? Do you want to break the cycle? And in order to break that cycle, what that means is having to face your fears and also really examine the uncertainty that you have within yourself. Maybe even think about perhaps there has been some illusions that have been formed within you about how you need to do this. Because fear, uncertainty, anxiety has this amazing ability to make us think about things in a different way that may not be true. And I've often said as well is that anxiety in particular can really cloud our intuition, and it can skew it. So what we think is an instinctive voice within us, it actually isn't. It's masquerading, you know. So maybe have a little think about that there. Because the truth of the matter is, Scorpio? Why did I say Scorpio? Oh, probably because there's a scorpion there. No, it's a lobster. Maybe a Scorpio has something to do with this. I don't know. But the thing is, Sagittarius, is that there are so many options around you. You can do, there's so many things that you want to do. But I feel that whatever it is that's happening within this group setting or that this other people, I feel that it's more distraction than anything else. And that's why your Wheel of Fortune is being neglected or forgotten, because you're not taking into account, what about Sagittarius? What about me? At what cost am I doing these things for other people? Let's have a look at the bottom of the deck. You have the Judgment card, you have the Star card, the Three of Swords, you've got the Page of Wands, you've also got the Three of Cups here. So there is this opportunity for you to really have a think about what it is that you actually want. And how does this being available for other people, how does that feed into this? Does it take away from it? Does it nourish it? Who knows? Only you do. But there's also revelations of truth. And that's what we were talking before about, examining the past to have a look at what it is that frightens you, why there's this uncertainty within you, and perhaps seeing if there are some illusions that have been cast along the way. The Judgment card will shine through them, and you will start to see what it is that you truly need. Not only that, Sagittarius, but it brings with it a new hope. Now, this is something that you wish for. There's no doubt about it. You wish that you can break away from this cycle. So what is that cycle? And again, the cycle comes from heartache. It comes from trauma, betrayal, a deep wound that hasn't been really looked at and examined. But once you do examine that, it does bring you to a path of new healing, and also the correct path for you. Now, earlier on, we saw the Five of Swords. Now, the Five of Swords talks about an all or nothing energy for me. And to me, there's an awful lot of chatter about all or nothing, but there's not enough chatter about midway, balance. So you can still be there for other people, and you can still do that, but temper it with, well, what actually works for me right now. You know, so you don't have to give up this desire to be cooperative. You don't have to do that at all. And the fact that you're actually at this point now where you're really eager to go and find these new experiences, that tells you that you are ready to break away from this cycle. And once you do that, there's going to be so much celebration. There's going to be so much coming your way, so much happiness and joy coming your way. So how are you affected by this at the moment? Well, you have the Four of Wands here. So this can talk about family, stability, strong foundations, possible celebration. I'm wondering if this has something to do with family. Tell me about the Four of Wands for Sagittarius, please. Now, there was an almost flipper there, and I'll talk about that when it comes into play. Oh. Okay, so we have the Emperor, we have the Four of Swords, we have the Six of Swords, and we've also got the King of Swords here. Okay. Now, in between the Four of Swords and the Six of Swords, there was the Two of Pentacles wanted to come out, but then it flipped back into the deck. So that to me suggests that it's not a direct message, but it's something that has to be brought up. So I do feel that this maybe has something to do with your family as it is currently, or the people that you see as family. You do have the Emperor with the Four of Swords, that Two of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles here. Maybe you're being quite stern on yourself because what you're trying to do is trying to maintain that balance between getting just enough rest but still rescuing people in the nick of time. But the problem with that is that there's something a bit too analytical about that. With the Four of Swords, there's also that message of healing. So if you are able to rest enough that you can start to heal, that you can start to get better with all of this, then the sternness of that Emperor starts to disappear and it starts to come into a more nurturing energy, a more diplomatic energy, diplomatic for yourself. But I feel that you're not really able to do that just yet because of the sternness that you have and the whole no, stiff upper lip. I just need to push my shit aside so I can be capable, so that I can go and do this. But the King of Swords wants to know how you're communicating this. Where does it come from? Because the amount of swords here talks about how much you're in your own thoughts about it. How are you communicating it? How are you thinking about it? The Emperor also could be another energy. Maybe it's the one that started this cycle off with, and you feel that their energy is still greatly present in your life. They may even be in spirit because of the Four of Wands. You have the 1111. So if this is somebody from your past, like a grandfather, for example, or a father, doesn't have to be male, but I can see where that generational trauma, if you like, or generational conditioning can bring you to this point. You embrace the King of Swords energy and ask yourself about that. Because the thing about time is that it moves, it's constantly fluid. And the things that were acceptable ways of being even 20 years ago, 30, 40, 50 years ago, does it apply today? Because life is different, society is different, the way that we work is different. Now, how you are affected right now is you do feel that there is a great loss to your happiness with the Five of Cups and the Ten of Cups here. Because you're not getting to enjoy the cups that you still have. Maybe you feel that there's a lack of harmony that's coming with that. That there is a defensiveness there because this family stability is so important to you, which is understandable. Of course it is. It's completely understandable. But the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Cups are both here to tell you, or to ask you rather, what do you really want to do, Sagittarius? If you could do anything, what would you do? Because the Queen of Fire can manifest anything if she wants to. Whatever she wants to do, she's going to do it. Whatever she needs, she's going to go and get it. Because that's what she does. She's beautiful in that way. She's self-assured, she's confident. She doesn't need anybody else because she can do it herself. And the Queen of Cups here, her chalice has angels on it that link to the spiritual and the intuitive planes. What are your emotions surrounding this person in spirit? How do you feel about them? Really, really embrace, acknowledge those emotions and talk about them. Once you do, there will be a unity within you and the world will be open to you. So, what to reduce or remove from your life is the Ace of Swords, which is interesting because, you know, that is a card of communication, but it's also about victory. It's also about battles, thoughts. Tell me about the Ace of Swords, please, for Sagittarius. Okay. Ace of Swords for Sagittarius. Now we have, I don't know what's going on in my cloth today, it's all over the shop. Three of Cups on its side, Queen of Cups, Three of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, Page of Swords, and we've also got the Hermit here. Okay. I think that you're in your thoughts a bit too much, and this striving for victory is really hampering you more than what you realize, because you're not really able to really cut loose and have fun. Maybe your friendship groups are struggling as well. But there is a lot of emotion surrounding this trauma from the past, that this hurt from the past. And it's not that you haven't looked at it before, Sagittarius, you haven't. But the Eight of Pentacles is suggesting that perhaps when you looked at how you felt about what happened in the past before, you only kind of really dipped your toe into the water. Maybe you didn't go deep enough. And the Eight of Pentacles wants you to really hone in on the pieces that need work. Because in order for you to follow that light of your star, your wish, you have to fight for it. You have to learn as much as you can about you, about what's going on with you. Learning how to communicate about it instead of staying up here in your thoughts. You have at the bottom Five of Swords, the Magician, the Four of Cups, the Two of Pentacles, and you've got the Eight of Cups. Gosh. You do have the ability to take back your power if you want it. You do. And what's even better is that, as much as the Five of Swords does talk about the all or nothing energy, if you actually look at the artwork within the card, he's taking all of his power And these people are walking away because they realize that he's not sharing. And I feel that maybe that's a message for you about this. Once you start taking a bit of yourself back from this cooperative, whatever it is, then the people who really don't serve you will show their true colours and walk away. And if that is something that you're worried about, Sagittarius, truly ask yourself, do you really need them then? Because the people who really want to be around you, who want to see you happy, thrive, even grow, they'll want you to be happy. The people who love you, not necessarily romantically, by the way, friendships, acquaintances, business partners, and colleagues, anything like that, the people who really value you, they won't expect you to do anything for them at the cost of you. But once you do that, once you start gathering yourself back into yourself, there is nothing that you won't be able to do. You're going to unlock huge potential for your own manifestation, even your own sense of self-control, because you will be in control of your thoughts, your emotions, your values, your passions, your ambitions. You will find that balance, as we were talking about before. You can still help people, but you can also say, actually, I can't do that today because I don't have enough in me. Nothing wrong with that. Because at the moment, this disappointment within you of self and of the people around you is so deep-seated. But there needs to be this balance. And I know that this isn't the thought of you not being as helpful as what you like to be, is not something that you want to hear. I get that, right? But again, the balance between that and walking away. You don't have to do that. You don't have to walk away. And you will get success with that balance. You really will. Now, what to improve on or to introduce into your life is the Hanged Man, and that is that change of perspective, that unity of mind, body, and purpose, giving into the will of the universe. So earlier on, we saw that Ace of Wands, an opportunity that has risen in front of you. Give into the will of the universe and see where that opportunity leads you, perhaps. Tell me about the Hanged Man for Sagittarius. Hanged Man for Sagittarius. Okay, we have the Hierophant, we have Judgment on its side, the Seven of Wands, Two of Pentacles, Three of Wands, and we've also got the Page of Pentacles here. Okay. If you have faith in yourself, any deity or belief system that you may have, then you will be able to really look deep into you and to really learn the lessons that you need to learn. And these are going to be lessons that are going to carry you for the rest of your life. Because right now, with judgment being on its side, there is a lack of authenticity within you, and that's grating on you. It's leaving you feeling that you have to defend yourself at all times. Now, here's something for you to consider, Sagittarius. If you are completely authentic and unapologetic of self, then you will not feel the need to defend yourself because it's truth. It just is what it is. And there is nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that at all. And once you learn the lessons behind the illusions that get built up in our head, in your head, which again is not something that is that's nothing to feel bad about, because we all do it. It's what our brain does to keep us safe, to keep us protected. It's not a bad thing at all. But once you see that actually that's not true, I haven't remembered that the way that I thought that I had, then that helps. That allows you to re-establish your boundaries in a healthy way, and for you to figure out what your direction's going to be. And once you do that, Sagittarius, you will learn the value of balance. You will start to understand that. And as I said before, this puts you on a path that leads you to the rest of your life. And you're still going to be that dutiful, reliable person. You really are. But at the same time, you're going to learn about yourself, which is wonderful. There's a stylishness about the Page of Pentacles as well. You will discover your own style. The bottom of the deck, oh my goodness, we have the Lovers, we have the World card, we have the Sun card, the Ten of Cups, the Four of Pentacles. Look, as I said, all of this, I said before even looking at these cards, your sense of self is going to expand dramatically. You're going to start to, your self-respect is going to increase, and it's going to help you to reaffirm your own healthy boundaries in a special way. Not only that, but the bonds between you and the people who love you truly are going to deepen. There will be a wholeness, a completion of cycles for you. And again, boundless opportunities and possibilities coming your way. New vitality, joy, creativity is coming for you. And also with the affirmation card being the Sun card, that absolute yes, the shout from the heavens, yes, this is the path for you. This is the Wheel of Fortune moment that is being neglected for you. It leads you to absolute happiness and harmony. And you'll start to understand what truly values, what you feel is truly valuable. You're going to figure that out. The things that matter, the things that really matter to you. Maybe you're not aware of what they are. Maybe that you think that they're something else, but you'll figure that out. Now we're going to have a look at the Shadow card here. Now the Shadow card, this is the area of self for you to, the part of yourself that we don't like, that we accept and acknowledge as a part of ourselves. And then you have a choice of whether or not you want to do anything with it. Nothing wrong with that. So your Shadow card being the Knight of Wands, that person who leads the charge, who says, yep, I can get that done, let's go and do that, not a problem, there is nothing that I can't do, I'll take care of it. Maybe working a bit too fast. Tell me about the Knight of Wands for Sagittarius, please. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, okay. Right, I see. Excuse me, my nose is incredibly itchy. It happens when I do readings. Right, we have the Devil card. We have Temperance, the Ace of Cups, we've got the High Priestess, and we've also got the Ace of Pentacles in reverse here. Yeah, I feel that that's you in a nutshell. That whole, I'll do it, I can do it, I'll lead the charge, not a problem, come and follow me, I'll get it done. And part of that is because you're charismatic and you're likable, and people will go with you. People will assume that you know what to do because you're charismatic and likable. But the problem is that has the potential to be quite unhealthy for you. It can open the door to people taking advantage of you, maybe even deceit. So temperance asks you to balance those energies in between you, that yin yang, that desire to help, but the desire to take care of yourself. Balance it up. Also, the message of listening to your intuition, and the best way for you to listen to your intuition is to explore all of those emotions that are within you. Once you do that, I feel that you're going to resolve quite a lot, but as well, that there's also going to be a revelation of new emotions within you, even emotional eloquence within you. You're going to be able to talk about it better. Because right now, yes, your intuition, it is present, but with the Ace of Pentacles here in the reverse, I feel that there's often a detriment to you, a loss of value for you. Either maybe you feel that there's a loss of value to you, or you don't feel valued. Maybe there was even a situation where there was a loss of money, finances, a decline in health, perhaps, physical or mental. But you, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Swords, the King of Wands, the Hanged Man, the Seven of Swords, and the King of Cups here. You can't see any other way than being the leader, because that's all you know. You've never known anything else, and you've always been quite ready to sacrifice yourself. And sometimes people have taken the piss out of you with the Seven of Swords here. There has been deceit quite often. And you've often been quite compassionate because of that, but again, at what cost? The Seven of Swords and the King of Cups here, plus that the Hanged Man. Consider maybe the change of perspective of you just slipping away unseen. How would you feel about that? Would that be a kindness to you? And if that is a kindness to you, then why not do that? Because again, that's another opportunity for you to complete the cycle. So what are your strengths? And that is the Ten of Swords. Have another look at that Ten of Swords before we talk about it. Tell me about the Ten of Swords for Sagittarius, please. Tell me about the Ten of Swords for Sagittarius. Now, what's interesting, Sagittarius, is that if you want to put a stop to something, then you will, quite easily. It's not the first time you've done it. You would do it again, but with different areas. This is something different. That this is a part of your identity. It's not like, oh, that person really pissed me off, so they're out, done. That's different. That's an outside influence that you can choose to cut loose from. So how do you do it internally? I feel that once you decide to really go off and explore those things that bring you that feeling of abundance, that nurturing, that healing, the opportunity to grow in the way that you want to grow, that is what's going to help you to put this to bed. Because once you get a taste for it, the peace that you'll feel, realizing that your cornucopia is overflowing with opportunities in beauty, you're going to realize how little you actually do need to help other people. But regaining your strength and regaining your concept of happiness and harmony. It's about taking the Empress's energy. She doesn't get angry, she doesn't get upset, she just is. And I think that's a wonderful energy to have. You have the Seven of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles. You've also got Justice here. You've put so much work into the stability, into this stability of your foundations and your home, and so on. Of course you have. There's no doubt about it. And that there is stability. You have that Queen of Pentacles energy, that groundedness, that person that people go to. You are like a natural mother, father. But the Justice card is asking, what is meant for you though? Is this fair for you? She also asks you to be objective about the situations that are around you and for you to take accountability of your role within it. Take accountability of that need to be in the leadership role of being the one that goes, right, let's go and do the thing. I've got it. I know what the solution is. I'll provide you with this. I'll go and do this, da 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 da. And wear your heart on your sleeve, how you really, really feel about it. So how do you do that? Just approach it nice, gently, with curiosity. Also, this Page of Cups quite neatly comes back into this thing that has been neglected or forgotten, the Wheel of Fortune. Don't ignore the lucky, serendipitous things that come your way. Enjoy the surprises, take advantage of them. Right, Sagittarius, that's us done with you for today. So I hope that this reading, if it was yours, that it gave you a lot to think about and a lot to consider, some questions to ask yourself. And as I say, if you liked what you heard and you saw today, then please do hit the like and share buttons, and please subscribe to the channel to help me grow it. That would be lovely. And if you're interested, I do have links to your previous readings in the description box below for your general reading, your career and finances, and your manifestation one there. Okay. But in the meantime, Sagittarius, do take care of yourselves. All right. Bye.